Thank you, Girvani-amma. That was a wonderful talk, Mrs. Nandita. I think we enjoyed it thoroughly. And she was echoing my thoughts. I was sitting there and how we, struggled to learn so many things by heart when we were studying and how still it pays. I don't know why we have done away with that. So I really love the topic, the reclaiming and reclaiming the past and revisioning the future. And today our topic is also about samskaras. So like Girvani-amma already mentioned, education played a very, very big role in creating a society, Indian society. We believed education can play wonders. As already mentioned, we did not start education after the child is born. Prenatal education was a part of our Indian system. The mother, when is pregnant, she went on to say, even when the thought comes, one should start working on it, getting ready. But at least we said pregnant women should be calm, should do a lot of, listen to good things and be in the right company of people and all of that. That's been our system. We have the example of how born to Hiranyakashipu, a Rakshas, a Tamsik Rakshas, how Prahalad, challenging all the genetic theories, Prahalad was completely Sattvic. We also went on ahead, when the child grows up, the father, at Aksharabhyas or something, he dips his finger in honey and writes Om in the tongue of the child, symbolically mentioning that may you speak always sweet things, be nice to people. And also Om is written because it's the highest of knowledge. Do not just end up with material knowledge, but go to the level of reaching the highest of knowledge. So that was the treasure that our country had. I always wonder, even when I got this, topic and then I had to speak here, I was just contemplating and wondering. And then I always feel, when did we lose this? In the passage of time, when did it happen that we had to claim it now? We've lost it. When did it happen? Thanks to Lord Macaulay, our Indian system was completely separatized. But after Britishers left, there was always an opportunity for us to get back to the original system, at least get the essence of the original system, some of the strengths of the system. What was done in Gurukula system, the first and foremost lesson was pranayam. Unlike we start our children to give a pen and say, come on, start writing A, B, C, D, A for apple. And then the child goes home and then throws his notebooks and takes the mobile of his mother and starts playing. Lot of preparation was done even before the child enters education. A prepared child, one of the biggest preparation was his physical body. He had to do yoga. You had to come out of the comfort zone first and serve the guru so that his mind is prepared for the education that he is going to learn. And when the kind of readiness is done to the child, they believe that education can be faster and more lasting in the child's mind. They worked a lot on the minds of our children, which is what actually is gone. Today, we are only working on the intellect of children. Today, Indians are intellectually very, very strong. They are all over. But we can see that. We have a professor from IIT here. But I have to say this. Indian Institute of Technology, going into it, tracking the JEE is one of the most difficult things in our country now. And last year alone, 13 of our children have committed suicide in different IITs today. What happened? Where did we fail? So going back and saying after independence, Britishers left, but they left behind the industrial mindset. I don't know how many of you are familiar with an industrial mindset. In an industry, the product, whatever has to come out, has to have a particular specification. This much thickness, this much length, this much width, it has to have that specification. And it goes from one chain of grilling and cutting and all grinding, all that happens to the raw material. And at the end of every stage, they will check whether it is perfect. Otherwise, it will be thrown as a scrap or it will go back again. Education was not an exception. It also became an industry and children became the raw materials. That was what happened immediately after even after Britishers left the country. Class after class, children had to go through the pain of going through. There was no joy. The joy was taken away. I don't know when it happened, how it happened, but the joy was taken away. Every end of every class, the child has to go for a test and examination. If he does well, go to the next class. Again, otherwise go back, or thrown as a scrap. The worst part is at the end of the year of the schooling and the end of the education, child has to go through one common examination. Everybody will write the same answers, and if he gets marks, he is given branded by those marks. At the end of class 12, oh, he's 98, excellent, very good. He's 90, could have been better. And 60, no way, you are nowhere. The qualification of education, degree, entrance to university, marks, then university, to the career, and then to earning money. This chain is what actually sabotaged our education. There's no joy in learning. People decided mathematics is very important. Music is not that very important. Arts is not important. All those beautiful subjects which can fine-tune the personality of the children took a back seat. Everybody wanted to study science. Everybody wanted to do engineering. Today, I think you have teachers here. You will accept with me. There are engineers waiting to get into. Actually, yesterday, when I was returning from airport, I was going to home. I came from Singapore yesterday. The driver said, "Ma'am, I'm an engineer. I couldn't manage my living. I'm driving Ola cars now because I didn't get a job." We did it so beautifully, very sincerely. We did it. No school in Coimbatore, I'm in Coimbatore. No school in Coimbatore offers history as a subject in the schools in 11th and 12th standard. Nobody wants to study. Everybody wants to do engineering. Everybody wants to do mathematics and science. And we did it so well that we overdid it, that there are so many engineers, they do not have jobs now, and we really do not know what to do about it now. This is the situation. We went ahead and did it. Then there is little excitement came. There's an excitement came. Government, everybody felt that this is not okay. The children are getting into depression. These are things. Sorry to say this, ma'am. We never had any counselors, psychiatrists in our schools when we studied. Now, today, psychology has become a very important subject. Do you agree? Even Chinmaya University is offering psychology. Why? Because so is the demand, that so there's a supply. There's so much of confusion. Children, the one thing you hear from children, I'm stressed today. I'm going through depression today. This is what happening today in our schools. And then people realized it. You know, in one of the forums, one of the Chennai IIT, the chairman addressed, and he mentioned that they crack JEE and come into our colleges, universities, but most of them do not have any aptitude for research. This was mentioned by the Vice Chancellor of the IIT Chennai. And one forum in the Coimbatore, the PSG Vice Chancellor, she mentioned, she was addressing all the school principals. She presided over a function and she says, I have this sad thing to tell all of you, that for the first 3-4 months in our colleges, we ensure that children unlearn whatever the method they used to learn in the schools, the high school products that come to us. When that kind of a strategy came, people started wondering. At the chairman level, at the HR level, these things were discussed. And then they said, we must have now activity-based teaching. That's where this came. They started attending to the sense organs. They said, child should see no more talk and chalk method. We should do a lot of activities. I've been part and parcel of the system. I've been in this field for the last 42 years. This is my 42nd year in this profession, and I have to say this. They changed everything. They said no more teaching, no more memorizing. Rote memory should go away. People should work. Activity-based teaching should come into classes. And that's when everybody started buying smart boards in the classrooms. All classes had smart boards and activities and all of that. But they still fail to understand that is not the essence of our education. The essence of our education is to work on the minds of children. When the mind is groomed, I can give you a clear example. Children learn, say for example, they are learning in standard 2 or standard 3, they are talking about what is good food, what is, nutritious food. They are talking about salads and all of that. Now teachers take so much of trouble that they make the class so very interesting. Vegetables are brought into the classrooms. And there's a song, the teacher sings with the children. They all sang and dance and learn about vegetables. What is nutritious food? And in fact, some schools, even one child is dressed as carrot in the classroom. They don't mind doing it because activity-based teaching, CCE, yes, we will do it very fully. And then when PowerPoint is shown, everything is done. And that advantage, yes, the child understood very, very well. You ask him, he can give a lecture on what is nutritious food. Fine. He goes home. Mother gives, take one plate of salad is there and one pizza is there. Which one do you want to choose? What do you think the child will do? Come on, he will only take the pizza. Because at the time of decision taking, it has not become a value to him. That is what is Samskar about. Samskar is about whatever we teach should become a value to the child. Then there will be transformation possible in the child. The purpose of education is to bring transformation in the child and it is not for marks. Today what's happening? Who is the best child in our school? Who comes first in the classroom? He is the most intelligent child. He gets all prizes. The school, he becomes a promotion material for the school. And which is the best school? Producing so many centums, producing so many things. How are we identifying children essentially having good values and good sanskar? There are children in our own schools. There are children at home. They are provided with sanskar and they have understood the value of life and they have a lot of sanskar. Are we recognizing it? In fact, in every language we tell them, Pavam Nallavan. Rumba Pavam. Or poor fellow is a good fellow. Bechara acha ladka. Ho gaya? All three languages. We clearly say he is not fit for the society. We have started doing this. And that was not the system of education in India. Goodness was nurtured. Customized education was nurtured in our Indian system. Otherwise, Bhima will not be strong in wrestling. Arjuna will not be strong in archery. And Dharma was full of knowledge. Dharma Shastra, he was completely authoritative of knowledge. Same teacher, same time they studied, but customized education was also available. Like ma'am mentioned, I was told in the Gurukula system, they have to learn it first and then they understand, then it becomes a value into them. Otherwise, it will not become a value. We'll be having forums like this. Nothing is going to become a value for the children. Once a group of people, in the late 80s, Gurudev, I have got the opportunity to have met our Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya. I have even interacted with him. Once a group of people came to him and asked him this question, Gurudev, we are very, very sad to see the way the condition of the society today, everything is deteriorating, people have no values. What do we do about it? What do we do about it? And Gurudev mentioned, these people have not fallen from sky. They lived amongst us. They lived in some of our schools also. When the child is small, he goes, this is exactly as quote I'm saying what Gurudev quoted. He says when the child is small, he goes to the next house and plucks a mango without the knowledge of the neighbor. The mother said, Bechara chota ladka hai. And then when he was in school, in the toilets he scribbles something, or in the tables he scribbles something. There again, teachers and the people felt that he could be corrected, he should be corrected. And then when he goes to colleges, he starts burning buses. Even the law said adolescents they are not corrected properly, they are not reprimanded properly. How will a sanskar come to the child? Correcting a child when he is doing wrong is the way to give the right sanskar to the child. And when these people go up and become leaders in the society, this is how people will come and say, everything is going wrong around me, everything is going bad. What did you do at the time of correction? When the child needs to be corrected, the transformation has to happen in the classrooms by the teacher. But we cannot blame all the time the children. Where are the role models for them? I had this beautiful experience. One of my 6th standard child, the teacher brought him angrily to my class, the social science teacher. Ma'am, he's not really giving me respect. I said, what happened? Then he said, I am talking to him about Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhiji and all of that. And I said, you people should become like that. And I'm trying to inspire them. They were joking. Then I called him. I said, what did you joke? He's talking something serious. When you laugh like this, he must be feeling upset. He must be feeling insulted. What did you say? And he said, no, ma'am, I will not tell you. I said, no, please come on, tell me. I sent the teacher out. I said, you tell me. I was asking my friend, what did this sir do? He's talking, you people should do this, you people should do that. But what did the teacher do? Where are the role models for children today? Think about it. Even during national anthem is sung in schools. Mine is all out of experience wherever I've visited so many schools. Teachers will walk up and down when the national anthem is sung because they are checking whether children are standing in attention. But why? Where are the role models for children? That's why Gurudev says they are not careless, they are being caredless. We need role models for children. There's a beautiful shloka, Bhagavad Gita. I remember this always. I remember it's one of the favorite shloka to me. Whenever I address teachers, I tell them, as the benchmark or the standards have to be set by adults in the society. We have the responsibility to set standards for the children so that they can emulate from us, they can copy from us. Have you seen two brothers at home? For the younger child, who is the hero? The elder brother is the hero. Always look up to the elder brother for whatever he does, he is a role model for him. He is the hero for him. And where are the people to show children? Sayat Pramanam is very, very important. They need Pramanam for whatever they are learning. If they learn, you are teaching them be soft-spoken in the classroom. It's a big lesson, value education class. The teacher has taken, she has shown an example, she has shown a PowerPoint, she has done all possible things to reach that as a value to the child. But does it become a value to the child? If she goes outside the classroom, the class is over, the teacher goes outside and two teachers are fighting for something loudly. Gone, that value is gone. That will never be a value for the child. This teacher taught me to be talk softly. He spent 1 hour, but now he is fighting and abusive words. How will it become a value? Will it become a value? It will not become a value at all. Anything, the parents, they want children to be good, but are they good is something they have to demonstrate it. Whatever they hear may not be always be taken as a value. I can show you by a very, very quick activity. You have to do whatever I do. Okay with me? Okay? I would like to have your hands up and say yes. Thank you. Whatever I do, you have to do. Okay? Touch your head. Touch again. Touch your ears. Touch your head. Touch your eyes. Touch your head. Touch your nose. Touch your head. Touch your chin. Is it a chin? Have I proved it? You do what you see, not what is told. Do you get the point? If I say touch your chin, I'm saying touch your chin, but you are doing this because you see what you do. That's a very, very important message for all of us. And Gurudev says this again. Our Guruji has mentioned about it, that Samskara has to be given to children. Like I say, I wear a beautiful sari. You say, wow, nice print. This is so beautiful. But if I go and sit on a chair which is fresh painted, and when I get up, when I walk, you will say, my God, what is this? So dirty. What, if you don't give sanskar, what they pick up on their own is called vikara. Mind is like that. We need to nurture it. Disciplining children is one of the wonderful values that we had in our system, and that discipline is going away in the name of giving freedom to children. Anything they do, they are accepted. Anything, it's actually, that's again our Guruji used to say this, that we only export things to America, but America is exported their lifestyle to the entire world. We follow that completely. There, if you tell something to the child will say, I'll call 911. If a mother cannot scold the child, they'll immediately call 911 and do that. So that is what is the tragedy that we are going through. But we can come back to it. We can get I really loved that. How do we claim it back? Already we have seen, yoga is now claimed by US. It's ours, it's gone, and now they are claiming. You can see that they are having, every shop will have yoga mat, yoga thing, everything, yoga teacher, and they are doing it so well. After seeing them, now we have started. Now our schools are all having yoga classes because America is saying this. That's what is our condition. We have fantastic glory in our systems, and we need to revive it. How do we do it? I would just end with one small example. At Chinmaya International Residential School, we do a lot of practices from Indian tradition system of education. We do a lot of things where the child can get really understand what is the system and also makes an impact on it. One of the procedures that we have is we give Subhashi awards to children. We give a challenge. Today children are having daring. Challenges are taken. What challenges they take? You don't know what kind of challenges that they have. Facebook challenges, they have Instagram challenges, all of that they are taking today. We give a challenge to the child that I will speak only appropriate words. And we tell them these are all words which are not to be used by you. It is not appropriate for your age. You should not. We put the list and say, do not use these words. These words are not allowed to be used in your life. And children take up a challenge. They work for 3-4 months. And after that, they are called, they are interviewed, and then they accept. Sometimes they say, yes, I did use once. I do not deserve the award. And 3 times in a year, we give these awards to children. We call it as the Subhashi Award. Very easy for us to give merit cards and those who are getting above 90% marks. So many children used to get it. But Subhashi Award, when we introduced it, we have 580 children. 8 children got in the first time when we did that. Difficult. Very, very difficult it was for children because they are exposed to so many things. They found it difficult themselves not to use such bad words, which I don't even want to mention the kind of words that children use today. But slowly it improved. Even the 12th standard children took up the challenge, and we have been continuing it, sustaining it. And today, out of 580 children, we have 380 children getting Subhashi Awards. We really am proud to say that it's very difficult to bring in these changes in Samskara. Bringing changes in Samskara is not that easy. Syllabus changing is easy, or curriculum changing is easy. But bringing in Samskara is something which is very challenging, and we can take it up. And we do give a lot of awards for children. When they do good things in the school, we immediately recognize it. If the most helping student because ours is a boarding school, we give most helping child in the dormitory. One who helps others. The most helpful child in the dorms, when they are teaching each other, we recognize that. So much that we keep talking about it. I'm also happy to share with you, 2-3 years back, we had one boy, Anirudh Bille. He was a student of class 12, and he's a runner. He has gone up to nationals. He's a 400 meters runner, and nobody can beat his timings. That was the kind of thing he used to demonstrate. And always he used to get the gold medal in school. And in the last sports day match, he did not win. He made the second boy win. Everybody was surprised. How did that other boy win? You did not win. He said, ma'am, I've experienced it so many times getting this medal. Yesterday night, he told me, if you are running, I can only try for second place. So I decided to make him win and get the medal. I feel that's a great reward for us doing it and making him understand goodness stands longer and it's more lasting. And we are having a weird program here. Give the teachers the vision. Only with teachers who have a vision can bring in this transformation in children. Without vision, we cannot do anything. We say that yantra, tantra and mantra is what we call as yantras are all the resources. You can get a smart board, you can get multiple books and do it, or you can give with some strategies, training, that is tantra. But what is more important is visionaries. Teachers, every teacher should be a visionary. We should give them that kind of a knowledge, what they are doing, what are they handling, who are the children that under their care, how they have to be nurtured. This is something which I wanted to share with you. Thank you, Gauri Amma, for providing me with this wonderful opportunity. I enjoyed interacting with such a elite group of audience. Thank you. Hari Om.